Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, red slimes and blue slimes, runners of all ages, and welcome to the penultimate match of our opening week of action here on the Dragon Warrior Randomizer Winter League Tournament. This one between Artorias, Archfield, Sausage Link, and Old Vampire Lady. My name is Bob Pineapple MD. I'll be your commentator this evening, and joining me here in the booth is CyberDark86. CyberDark, how are we doing this evening?
Oh, we're doing great. Like you said, second last of the week. I think we're going to reveal the groups tomorrow night because of some owl or something on Sunday. But I'm really looking forward to this race. We've got one admin in here. We've got Old Vampire Lady who's been in 2 or 3 tournaments now. Sausage and Artorias have been around for a while. It's going to be an interesting race.
Yeah, absolutely, and of course, chaos makes that all the more interesting, and we're going to get started in here. Now, we know what our first 3 chests are. That's going to be gold, torch, gold, just because of the nature of the flag set. We're starting with Stop Spell, 9 strength, enough MP to cast Stop Spell a few times, but that's about it.
Yep, Stop Spell might work okay. We're going to get some enemies out here with vanilla abilities, but randomized stats. So if we see maybe a red dragon in the in Zone 0, we can attack it right away with Stop Spell.
So more gold in the treasury. We're checking the 3 chests that are here now. Gold and herb and gold.
Let's hope for a town pretty close.
Sausage Link going to go ahead and safe. And Archfield's thinking the same thing here.
$2,700 gold is usually enough to buy all the best equipment with summer sale and random prices. Might not be, but it's a good bet.
Yeah, absolutely. And worth noting that, Sausage Link went down, got that gold, saved, but Artorias and Archfield set up kind of a little miniature gold grind by going back into the throne room before checking the treasury. So they grabbed a couple extra handfuls.
Well, I see a flame sword that is really cheap and a silver shield that is really cheap. I didn't see the exact numbers. 151 and 2, maybe?
Yep, so you make those purchases right away. Old Vampire Lady, meanwhile, checks the basement in Tangigal. That is grave. A lot of opportunities for chests down there.
Artorias was fighting an Axe Knight. It wasn't doing any more than 5 damage, so that may be our noodle.
Yep, we're just waiting on the first runner here to cross that level 2 threshold. Artorias going to give it a shot against the Dragonlord. Nope, doesn't like it. Gets out.
OVL now going to get her flame sword and silver shield. Leather armor is too expensive for us.
Copper sword and flame sword being the exact same 2 is an interesting marketing strategy. Death necklace in the chest in Garinham.
Archfield killed something and gained a lot of levels. 9 levels to be exact.
And both Moors have shown up.
As well as sleep, so he's pretty much... like, that flame sword is almost useless now, really.
Stones of Sunlight for Artorias in the back of Garinham. So now Artorias is going to check to see what is at the Vanilla Grave location. It is Mountain Cave. So we, within very close proximity of start, have our Grave location and our Mountain Cave location. A lot of checks between those 2.
The Magic Wyvern was hitting really hard, hit for 52. An Old Vampire Lady not annoying the trackers tonight and equipping that Dragon Scale.
Absolutely. Sausage Link now with the Stones of Sunlight headed into the back of Garinham.
$215 experience on that Dragonlord. That's a pretty good enemy.
Artorias now about to gain a whole lot of levels.
I think I saw Archfield pick up the fighter's ring there in Grave. western side.
Sausage making their way through Mountain Cave, still at level 1.
Werewolf only doing 1 damage, but it's hard to run away from. And we're only doing 1 to 2 back.
Yep, so if it's a damage sponge, this could end up being quite a long detour. Archfield with a metal slime, but only worth 6, so not great.
Magic Reiki here for OVL is taking some damage. She does get it down, gets 148 experience for that.
And is going to catch right up in levels as a result. Sausage Link still on that werewolf. Takes it down, but it's only worth 15 experience. That's still going to be good for a bit of a level up here.
Only level 3, the only one of our players not to get to level 9 on the first kill.
Yep, but does get hurt more in the equation, which is interesting. Well, that Druin is gonna send him right back home.
Yeah, I believe Archfield had trouble with that in the grave as well.
Archfield locates the Harp Trade-In Cave. Arturius building himself something of an experience lead here. Now, how much that means will depend on if there's any levels before Go Mode that have a large gap between the experience requirements, but it always seems like these seeds are good for one of those.
Archfield fighting a knight here. The Axe Knight was only 50-something experience. The knight itself is only 59. We find another town here up to the north.
And Arturius now level 12, so about 1,000 experience between 11 to 12.
Although I think this town might be Garinham. We're just seeing a little more west.
So Old Vampire Later down in Mountain Cave. Arturius now also down in Mountain Cave.
Slept and wrecked by a Mage Wyvern.
Yeah, unfortunate. That's going to send Old Vampire Lady back home. We have not seen every check in here yet. Sausage Link was sent home in the middle of his dive. So his Druins are not playing around, but Arturius has enough Hurtmores to throw around.
Only 6 experience, too, for such a tough enemy.
Alright, we're going to go down to the second floor. Gold. Oh my!
Wow.
Regular Scorpion with a 72 swing and hurt more no effect. So that could get a little dicey.
Okay, Old Vampire Lady manages to get the first attack on that Magic Wyvern. 104 experience, very nice. And a single Hurtmore took it down.
Yep, that'll bring her up to level 10. Cursed Belt in the chest across the barrier tiles in Tantagle. Which, of course, in this seed is pretty useless because we already know all 3 search spots are active.
know, it's nice in Chaos Flags when the enemies go down to the same thing they would in vanilla strats. So just cast that Hurt More in the Magic Wyvern and you'll remember it every time.
Yep, feels good. Arturius down in Grave now. So has shift and grabs the fighter's ring. Has shifted gears from his spelunking down in Mountain Cave. But Archfield attempting to clear out Mountain. So it's really going back and forth between Mountain and Grave and trying to clear both of those out.
I would be surprised if anyone full dives Grave right away. We're certainly going to full dive Mountain if we can.
Another Scorpion death for Arturius.
We've got some wings further down on the mountain. There is one chest left, I think Archfield saw.
Yeah, Archfield having a little better luck, but here's the Scorpion, and he hasn't seen it yet. And he's not going to get to that last chest. So a Scorpion that resists Hurt More, I believe resists Sleep, and swings like a truck. Gonna have to get a little bit lucky, I think, to fully explore the bottom of the mountain.
Yeah, Archfield was one chest away.
There's another level for Arturius. It's 2, 5, 1, 14. There's the last spell outside.
And here's something we don't see often. At level 14, their stats are not really close to go yet. A lot of these seeds, I think, or a lot of the races I've watched anyway, level 14 and 15 were very close on go. You might get to level 19, but these were really high stat seeds, it seems.
Yeah, agility, the only thing that you would marginally make the go call on that they have right now. Everything else is not there. Well, Erdrick's sword, Sassage Link has found it. It is second floor of mountain.
Considering everyone has the flame sword, it's not a huge advantage. It is an advantage, but not amazing yet. However, if people don't go back and dive the grave, they will lose out in the end. Dive mountain, sorry.
Yep, it'll depend on when they decide to do that. If they decide to do that.
The nice thing is, it's close to home.
That is true. Now, with that, our homework check is that we have the Stones of Sunlight, we have Erdrick's sword. Now, we know that the token is going to be in the overworld coordinate check. And we know that the armor is going to be at Hawksness. So the only thing that we need to find a chest for is the harp.
I think this is a new town for Old Vampire Lady. And it is Hawksness.
Yeah, so there's our armor location.
Unfortunately, well, I mean, if it's a weak enemy there or an enemy with low HP, you might get through it, but it's going to be real tough.
Yeah, with 15 HP left and 3 MP, resources are looking not great. Well, the wizard's going to cast Hurt More and make the decision for her.
The Scorpion could indeed, and in fact is probably likely to be on a spike tile.
Archfield headed down to the second floor of mountain. So if you can make it over there without a Scorpion, and as I say that, Try sleep. Oh, sleep
nice.
worked. Sleep worked that time. So it has some resistance to sleep, but not sure quite how much.
We're gonna try it every time, though.
That's going to be the sword for Archfield.
Well, it's the Scorpions in Mountain Cave. We've got the Drolls in Grave, which is just as bad.
Sausage Link in Grave now headed over to the 3 chest location. Of course, we don't know if all 3 of them will be there. But it'll be interesting to see if he continues to dive Grave from that point, or if he decides to head out and explore. Archfield, meanwhile, finds Breckenary, which Artorias had just recently located. We're looking for armor.
Half plate, not bad.
Yep, you take that. Well, Sausage Link meets us another Scorpion, and that ends his grave dive. Meanwhile, Old Vampire Lady headed back into Mountain. It's been very interesting in the kind of opening, 15 minutes of this seed, because Mountain and Grave are just right there at start, and there's just so many checks. There hasn't been a whole lot of extra exploration. Archfield and Artorias are kind of starting to push out now, but prior to that, not really.
You have another cave here for both of them. They're pretty much step for step here.
Well, that's Swamp South, so there's 3 checks in here. First one, no go.
Of course, you can't really see the princess one until you get down there.
Yep, so we're gonna see the spike tile here for Swamp. It's a Scorpion. Well, Artorias swings through it. Level 15 enough to swing it down. No chest at the princess, but we're going to see a princess rescue anyway, just in case the coordinates are a little finicky. Plus, it is nice to have the GPS on you when you don't know how much experience there's going to be to the next level in this seed.
Archfield did not get through that Scorpion to get the princess.
But RG telling us know that the harp was at the top of Swamp Cave.
Alright, Sausage has found Oxenus.
So if harp is at top of Swamp Cave, that is the last chest we actually have to open. Everything else is about finding our search spots. Hawksness, which of course 2 of our runners have located, and then the coordinates, but no one has found Cantlin yet.
Ooh, a ghost. Oh, a ghost!
98! Oh, no. That swings harder than the Scorpion.
I think he hit it with the Hurtmore too. Like it took a lot of damage and survived. So yeah, Sausage, knowing that he only needs the token in the armor, declined to pick up that chest in Hawksness, but it's now going to grind for a while, it looks like.
So, chat was pointing out that Archfield went and grabbed that chest at the top of Swamp, but Artorias did not. Artorias grabbed the princess and then immediately went back to Tentacle, and now is back in Grave, and looks to be full diving it.
That's not good.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. That's going to waste a lot of time. Archfield, meanwhile, has found Cantlin, so we're going to get the coordinates. The only thing Archfield hasn't seen, I believe, is Hawksness. Of the important things that we still need. And, of course, Charlock.
For sure. Old Vampire Lady's down here as well. May pick up some armor while she's in here.
Alright, well, we're going to get the coordinate check.
I don't know, Aaron. I think all those swamp chests could pretty much bear all of our names at some point.
Well, it looks very walkable. 723, 7 south, 23 east. Possibly. We might have to get around that river. So, Archfield has Gwaelin's love, so we'll be able to just kind of walk over there in that direction and find it. Well, there's top of Swamp, but he has already checked all of that, so...
Old Vampire Lady didn't have enough for the full plate she saw in the northern door, but she's picking all the others. She could pick up this half plate here. I'm not sure if she will or not. Yep. Token good for Archfield. Oh, and the jerk right next door.
Yep, and Arturius has now full cleared Grave, and unfortunately that little detour has cost him about 2.5 to 3 minutes. Archfield now kind of settling in for a grind. But Arturius is going back to Mountain Cave, it looks like.
Does still have Erdrick's sword to pick up in there.
That is true.
The Sassage has been on a grind for a while. Is still about 1,000 experience back from, or a little less than 1,000, from Artorias. And Artorias still hasn't hit level 16. So we may have a big gap in level here.
Yep, Archfield is only lacking Hawksness's location. He has not quite found that yet, so as soon as he can find that, take on whatever's at that spike, grab the armor, will officially be in grind and go mode, barring the location of Charlock.
Unfortunately, that was the ghost, so it may take a lot of grinding. DK saying it's over 5,200 experience for level 16.
So a little ways to go for Arturius on that. Runs into another scorpion. But gets away this time, so...
Archfield finds Rimmeldar, backs out of it knowing he doesn't need anything, but then goes back in anyway. There are at least 2 chests here that mean nothing to us.
Yep, we know, I mean, we have the Death Necklace location, the Fighter's Ring location. There's literally nothing in any of the rest of these chests that is worth our time.
The Armored Knight only hitting OVL for 2, and runs away.
You always like to see that.
Hey, look, it's Cole.
It's Cole. Well, we know that's the Fairy Flute location, and in this flag set, it is even more useless than usual.
Uses the wing and nopes out of there quickly. I've seen 2 critical hits from Archfield lately that have been almost minimum damage for a critical.
Just trying to get those out of the system early, I guess. Archfield just trying to find Hawksness here. No luck so far.
I do believe it is south of here. So may find it shortly. In that desert, I believe. Good point. I don't think we've seen Charlock yet.
We have not. That is our final missing piece here. We do know it's a single continent. That is confirmed because we've seen both ends of the swamp cave.
Okay, Artorias finding Hawksness. I think Archfield's, yeah, right there.
But Arturia is still checking chests because he has not found the harp.
Okay, let's see what Archfield does with this ghost. Does 23, does 94
Dies.
back.
Dies is what he does.
Yeah, we did see Archfield earlier putting Scorpion to sleep, so he may go back and try that again.
Arturia is trying hurt more. Survived the first punch.
Gets the second one and takes it out.
Takes it out. It's only worth 6.
Hey, we only need to kill it once. And Sassage just died to it as well.
So Arturia is the first of our runners to take out the ghost and grab Erdrick's armor. Now just needs to find the harp, and of course we know that's in the chest at the top of Swamp. Archfield, I imagine deciding to grind to go mode to then go and grab the armor.
Or at least until we see some more stats. I mean, we're at 120 AP. We only need about 10 more attack normally. We're at 81 defense, that's pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah, the HP is atrocious. Arturius found it, grabbed the harp, so doesn't need to open any more chests.
Does
But I do,
Cantlin.
yeah, does still need Cantlin. Hasn't located Cantlin yet, but at least can now ignore everything else but that.
This flag said you almost need a checklist of what chests you've checked and what locations. Because you can, especially with all the random locations, you can forget that one chest, and of course that's always the one you need.
Archfield closing in on 16. Arturius is as well. Sassage Link hit it.
Ooh. But then got hit by a green dragon for 83.
Level 16 doesn't do a lot in the HP department, unfortunately. And nothing in strength.
due to Artorias being the only one rescuing the princess so far, we don't know how much is needed for the next level until Archfield died, of course. Thing that someone probably noticed on Sassage's screen and would be able to tell us in chat.
Sausage Link has located Cantlin and is going to grab the coordinates. It's actually going to put him slightly ahead of Artorias, who has just now entered Cantlin. Sausage may be going to buy some armor because he's the only one of our runners that hasn't bought any yet.
OVL is still walking around. I'm assuming she's looking for Swamp now. That's about the only thing she needs.
I believe she's doing a coordinate count, is what it feels like.
Oh, it could be. She has been in the Cantlin.
So Sausage Link settles for the half plate. Didn't want to, but doesn't have the gold for the full. Seeing a count from Sausage Link here also. Arturius using Gwaelin's Love. 1,392 experience to level 17.
So, okay, Archfield just hit 17 there.
Yep, that'll do that.
OVL is off somehow on her search, on her count. Shouldn't be too far from this, but...
HP up to 99 now, which again is not great, but can probably survive a swing of that ghost.
We haven't seen it do more than 92 or something. Well, Vampire Lady too far to the east. Oh, apparently we have seen the ghost swing for 98. So yeah, at full health, can take one hit maybe.
Yep, I was going to say, I think I remember seeing it swing at 98, beta confirming. Yeah, so yeah, you can take 2 shots from it. And it only takes 2 swings. Well, Vampire Lady has abandoned the count, gone into Hawksness. And we still have no Charlock sighting, I believe, from any of our runners.
I don't think many of them have walked further than Hawksness. There is another direction you can go down there. But of course, they've all gone in and died to the ghost.
That is true.
OVL gets to hurt more and gets hit for 95. Beta mentioning the Ghost has at least 224 strength. It can't go much higher.
Arturius does seem to be on the hunt for Charlock right now. That seems to be his focus. Archfield's focus is the grind. Has hit level 20. Oh, 23 more hit points. Now, that's a little better. Definitely, I would say, a nominal go mode there. Of course, we don't know what DL1 or DL2 are going to hold. But with 121 MP and 125 HP, that 131 attack power should be okay. I think you got to try here.
Yeah, DK put it best there. It's go try mode.
Yeah, definitely. Of course, we got to find it first. And Archfield has to make a little detour down to Hawksness because he does not yet have the armor. But he's coming back to the Ghost, his schoolyard bully, after having hit the gym a little bit.
Well, the Vampire Lady has made it down to the second floor of Mountain again. It's headed for the sword, I believe.
Went right to it. And now has the sword.
Archfield gets the 2 hurt mores and will pick up his armor.
And that will officially be go mode. Just have to locate Charlock. So Arturius now grinding, whereas Archfield is the one looking for Charlock, but of course, Archfield has level 20. Sassage Link is in grind and go. And is actually slightly ahead of Arturius experience-wise.
But was blocked in front by the red slime. Tilo doing the work. Hey,
there. Yeah, no town anywhere in that vicinity, so...
So it's southeast of home. It's not that far of a walk. But if you continuously die in here, it could take a few tries. And a lot of time.
So no need to check any chests, of course. So no need to backtrack through Charlock. Green Dragon swinging for 87. Repel serving Archfield pretty well in here.
Coming up on our spike, and it's a ghost again.
It's a ghost. Tried to put
the
it to
sleep
sleep.
doesn't work.
That's unfortunate. So he's gonna have to back out and give it another go.
Unfortunately, it's going to waste 10 MP here with Hurtmores.
Yep, so you're really hoping for weak DL1 and 2. There's our ghost stats up there. Yeah, 13 sleep resist, 15 stop resist, and a 233 attack power.
Alright, here's DL1.
Let's see what we got. Okay, swing for 33 is good. Dragonlord's hitting kind of hard, though.
Goes down in 2 hits.
Goes down in 2, so... no back attack. We'll throw the stop spell. It works.
Well, that's a relief now. We're just hoping for the sleep so we can get some double attacks.
So we start with a 13. That's going to bring us to 24. 34. We need to get to 100 to be in technical kill range. That's going to be 46. $57. 70. 81.
I've not seen a sleep, so likely the heal.
That is 94. So we're about to be in kill range. Technically, any swing from here can do it. That's 103. 113. So we got to 113. So no super low HP DL2. But that's an immediate try again because DL1 was easy to get through. We didn't see a sleep. Odds are he doesn't have it. But not sure yet about a possible back-end heal.
Now, how much experience did Archfield need for another level? I missed that.
I did miss that myself, yeah.
1200.
In the meantime, Arturius is level 20. And I think about to try the same dive.
The OVL did get her sword out of the mountain. I guess she's going down grave now?
Oh, if she's going to deep dive grave, that is unfortunate. Of course, we saw Arturius do that. Yeah, Archfield grinding, so I guess just wants a little more insurance there.
131 attack is on the lower range of what you'd usually have for a Dragonlord. And that's with 150-ish HP. So
Arturius going for the fairy water play here. Meanwhile, Sausage Link has made his way into Charlock. But is doing it at level 18.
Now, the red slime seems to have a lot of agility, but not much strength. So this will just be an annoyance to get away from. Unless you sleep it. But you can see Archfield had Repel going when he went through Charlock. Sausage is getting a lot more encounters here.
Sausage is now going to stumble across the ghost.
Doesn't want to burn the MP, but has to.
It is possible, given that we saw it only has 34 defense, it could be a one hurt more one swing situation, but hard to know.
Well, Archfield got level 21 there and gained 15 attack power?
Well, if there's ever been a for sure go, that's the one.
Meanwhile, didn't get any HP and only 1 MP.
So Sausage Link now going into the DL1 fight. Ooh, Dragonlord 1 has DL2 Fire Breath. Sausage Link lands the stop spell immediately.
Sausage is 4 strength lower than what Archfield was, but has all those fairy waters and is likely to hit a little higher because of that.
Yeah, this could be interesting. It would be a real come from behind victory here if Sausage Link could pull this off. Archfield back in Charlock again. A 9 on the fairy water. Oh, just not getting great fairy water rolls here is Sausage Link. Another 10. 9, 10, 10 the last three. And a 15 to finish it out. Archfield back into the DL1 fight. Much better equipped for it. The rolls are definitely not favoring Sausage Link overall here. Going for the hurt more.
Goes again and hits.
Him. Oh my goodness!
Oh my god!
Oh my goodness! Get your GGs out in chat for Sausage Link. Finishes it off with a hurt more and is going to steal this race, frankly, from under the feet of Archfield. Absolutely incredible.
Oh, Chaos, I love thee.
What a phenomenal finish. Amazing snipe.
This is what we want in Winter League. This is what we look for every race.
Yep, this was a, I mean, it took the second hurt more. I mean, literally the last possible moment. And there was no guarantee that hurt more was going to take him down either, because DL2 could have up to 230 HP. And
I don't even know what he had done, but
there Archfield takes him down. So GG's to Archfield, who, I mean, was just absolutely robbed in the best way possible.
No, I wasn't paying attention to his damage, so I don't know what he actually did, but holy crap.
Well, joining us now in the booth is the one who just pulled off that absolutely amazing snipe job. Sausage Link, GG's. What a finish.
Thank you, and holy cow.
Yeah, that had, I mean, you got down to the end there, and it's like, obviously, you're like, I don't have enough here to do it, and you throw the Hurtmores. First one misses, second one lands, and unbelievable because, and joining us now also Archfield Monk, and Archfield, GG, well done. What a nail biter. Oh, Archfield's gone on mute there for a second. Sausage Link, so yeah, take us through your fight there. Just what was going through your head while you were throwing those.
Basically, I was just going through, finally found Charlock. I went, oh, okay, I'm just going to see, you know, what kind of abilities he has, and then go through, probably get a couple more levels. Then, yeah, YOLO.
Yeah, it was thrilling to watch. And Archfield, GG, finishing in second. I mean, just right behind, and just... I mean, you can't ever count out the YOLO Hurtmore strat, which is ultimately what took it from you. But GG's to you. And what was your thought process through that seed and Charlock?
Well, first of all, thank you, and GG Sausage. That's always awesome to hear whenever somebody hits the last ditch Hurtmore. So congrats on that. As far as the seed itself went, to be perfectly honest, coming out of this one, I'm feeling like I don't know. I don't feel great about it. I felt like I had some time to save in some spots, but, you know, overall, I think the decision-making was pretty sound, and I certainly can't complain. This is a very tough group with a second place, so, yeah, I'm overall reasonably happy with it.
Absolutely, and GG's to Arturius, who's now finishing in third, just right behind here.
The Archfield, that was your second fight, and you were in it and halfway through it when you got sniped there. Sausage, I think that was your first try at DL1? Or DL2, sorry?
Yeah, I had actually just found Charlock, so that's why I decided to dive in and see what was going on with the Dragonlord. Honestly, I think Archfield should have won that because looking at it, he went a few more levels than I did, and yeah, I just got really lucky.
Yeah, it's just one of those stories of Sausage. You were actually the third of our runners to be in true go mode, but you know, chaos gonna chaos, and that's what we got.
Yeah, I think I did. You mentioned my first dive, Cyberdark. I think I did 126. So, to be perfectly honest, I think that's one of the things I'm like, man. My first dive was very speculative. I did not, once I pulled the armor, I did not go back to heal. And then I didn't use any healing resources in Charlock. I just wanted, mostly, it was kind of half-hearted. I wanted to see what the spike was. I saw it was the ghost. I'm like, well, that's minus 10 MP right there. So, yeah, if I'd maybe played that first dive a little more seriously, there's an outside shot that I could still get there on that one, but, you know, that's one of those things.
Ghost at 233 AP, by the way, and 95 HP.
And joining us here also is Arturius, who has finished in third. Arturius, GG, well-run race. What's your thoughts on that seed?
First of all, GG Sausage for the win there, and Archfield for second. Good job, both of you.
Thank you.
But yeah, overall, it's sometimes you back attack the ghost, and other times the ghost back attacks you.
Yeah, absolutely. The ghost and the scorpion early game were kind of the gates for a lot of the early going. But a lot of fun to watch. And then as you were going through Charlock, kind of, and through the DL1, DL2 fight, like, what was your thought process as you were doing that?
Luckily, it was DL1 and 2 were pretty straightforward. It was that darn ghost, like, I came in on Archfield saying, well, there's 10 MP gone right there. I was a little bit nervous on the DL2 fight. I wasn't counting, and missing the first stop spell made me lose a turn, and obviously the DL2 didn't have anything, or 25% heal or something maybe, but yeah, it wasn't too bad. I was hoping for something a little bit more difficult on the back end there.
Artorius, another question we had for you. I think it was you that didn't check that upper swamp chest for a while.
Yeah, but I guess where Harp was, it was a little bit of a setback, but as soon as I hit return, after outsiding with the princess, I was like, well, I should have went back in to check that, but it wasn't too far away, but definitely could have saved a little bit of time.
Old vampire lady just picking that up now, by the way.
Yep, so that's going to leave her outstanding the token, needs to do the turn in, and she has seen Hawksness, but has not gone for the armor as of yet.
And I know Sausage and Archfield counted out the token as well. Artorius, you had the princess, but I'm not sure if you counted it or not.
No, I knew the general area where it was, and since I had the princess, just went right up to it, and then luckily the turn-in cave was, a screen, half a screen north of that.
A very convenient jerk, yes. Very interesting seed, yeah. Flame sword right away. There was no armor to buy right away. I think some people picked up half plate. And silver shield right away as well, for everybody.
Yeah, having the town right next to you was pretty nice for that start.
Yeah, and the fact that both of our major caves, Grave and Mountain Cave were, within a screen, one in Tantegel and one in the back of Garinham, our opening town. Kind of kept everybody pretty centralized for the first little bit.
Yeah, it was the kind of city where you just sort of play out from the back a little bit. You kind of take care of whatever business you can at home first. I got sent out of Mountain Cave that first time and just said, you know what, I saw the 2 chests, I have to go back. So just live a little bit and did it. And you kind of take care of that stuff first, and then everything was pretty close to home, and then I covered the entire map looking for Hawksness, and I don't know what everybody else's experiences were with that exploration, but it ended up feeling like a pretty big map in the end, with a lot of kind of twists and turns and stuff.
Yeah, we did notice too. I mean, it was at the 35 or 36 minute mark before the first of you even found Charlock, which I think just about everyone last locationed.
Yeah, it was. It was in a spot where I thought this is probably the last place it can be, so I'm just gonna head to the southeast corner, and if it's not there, I'll go a little bit further north. But there wasn't much territory left, I don't think.
Yeah, when I went past Cantlin to the southwest, I left past Swamp South unexplored. I'm like, if it's up here, I'm going to be so annoyed. But luckily, going southeast was the answer.
Yeah, again, having the flame sword was great for all of you, because I think you all picked up Bardrick's sword at fairly distant times from each other. That mountain cave was so hard with the... what did mountain cave have? The scorpion or the troll magi? One or the other. Or roll, sorry. Yeah, scorpion in mountain and roll in grave that was causing everyone some issues.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, having the sword is always nice, but the flame sword was plenty good, and we had Hurtmore very early. So I wasn't really even thinking about it. Whenever you're in a Chaos Seed, particularly like this one, you have to think about, if I'm going to explore, what do I expect to gain from it? And I don't know what everybody else's experiences were, I should say, with grinding, but I basically stayed right at home in kind of that west zone, so it was really just the 2 big tickets were the Matchdrake and the Dragonlord, with everything else just being kind of, chip experience. So when I saw that, I'd kind of done some exploration and really hadn't found anything that seemed worthwhile in a high encounter tile area. I just kind of stuck with that and thought, you know what, I actually don't need to explore very much, because the output I have right now is actually plenty good.
Yeah, I was curious if there was a better grind zone. I stayed right there too for everything I needed.
Yeah, I did the same too. That was just too much XP too quick, so I didn't bother trying to find anything better.
Old Vampire Lady's in Tablet right now, which I'm not sure we saw from anyone else. Did anyone else locate Tablet? I may have missed that.
I did see it, but I didn't. By the time I found most things, I already had stuff, so I was just kind of entering and exiting.
Looks to have been completely empty. OBL, I think, maybe a little out of sorts. The only thing she needs is a token and the Harp Trading Cave. And the armor, but she did find Hawksness. In fact, I think she was the first to find it.
Yeah, and she was, in fact, the first to find Hawksness.
So are you guys looking forward to next week's flags?
I haven't even looked at what they are yet, but I'll be sure to get a couple practice seeds in, whatever it is.
The big pull on it is No Hurtmore and Big Swamp.
Okay, yeah, I'm not looking forward to that much then.
But the good news with that, it's vanilla enemy stats, but random XP and gold. So you find that good enemy near start and you stick on that for sure. I'm definitely looking forward to it. I think I think all these 5 weeks are fun seeds, or fun flags.
Yeah, I mean, Artorias has the right of it. It actually will feel very similar to the way this seed felt, I think, where you're basically, within a screen of start for most of the seed. You're going to kind of do your grinding, and then it's about exploring as efficiently as possible. Some of that's a little bit more RNG, some of that's procedure, but it does kind of task that part of it in the routing too, and making sure that you're just running very clean. So, yeah, I think I like this flag set a lot. I'm looking forward to week 2. And really, just all the regular season has been a pretty good time in my experience. So,
Yeah, to be honest, I'm looking forward to week 3. I think that's the most fun flag set of them all.
same.
And again, for anyone who's coming late, and for the 3 racers as well, although Archfield you know already, we're going to reveal the new groups tomorrow night because of a certain owl that's going to be very prevalent on Sunday. So after tomorrow night's race, I think there will be a stream that will reveal the groups for week 2.
Yeah, shout out to you, Cyberdark. You've been kind of putting together all the presentation assets and everything, and as always, excellently done. So it's I look forward to the shows for Winter League particularly, because there's just a lot of cool stuff that you do with those with the presentations. So
It's all stolen from you. So thank you.
I don't know. I don't know about that. You're the one who does like all the group randomization. I don't have any idea how that works.
Oh yeah, that's no problem, but the slideshow was all yours, stolen from last year.
Yeah, well, fair enough then. I didn't mean to congratulate myself.
Old Vampire Lady now up to level 15, but I think has lost exactly what she needs to do.
Yeah, just traded in the harp for the Staff of Rain. So lacking token, not sure she's seen Cantlin.
I think she has, because she did try to do a count earlier, but was on the wrong side of that
you're
little
right.
lake.
Yep, you're right. She was trying to do a count.
So back in Garinham for an in trip. Hopefully he heads for Hawksnest now. Unfortunately, has decided to forfeit.
Yep, we're gonna get the official DNF there. So GG's told Vampire Lady. Working through that seed, but in the end, just deciding that enough is enough. Chaos.
We're going to see if she wants to jump in the interview booth for a minute. and has decided not to come in for an interview, but GG's all the same.
Yeah, absolutely. GG's to Old Vampire Lady. And of course, GG's to all of our runners in this race today, our penultimate race of the week. We do have one final race for the week 1 flag set tomorrow that happens to be featuring one of the broadcast crew members, along with Destiny of Dragon Warrior and Ladab.
Ah, yeah, looks like your race is the final one of the week.
It sure
luck.
is. That will be tomorrow at 6 Eastern. And then, of course, as Cyberdark has mentioned, immediately following that race will be the reveal of the groups for week 2. So you're going to want to be here for that reveal. And hey, if you want to catch the lead-in show, feel free.
All right, on that note, Racers, any more thoughts on the seed before we go?
I just want to say thank you, Camion, for putting these on, Bob, Cyberdark for calming this, Shahali and RG for tracking. It's always appreciated for everyone coming out and helping out with this. Thank you.
Yes,
Yeah,
much
thanks.
appreciated. Go ahead.
No, sorry. I just wanted to say thank you to the crew as well. Appreciate all of you. And just a quick shout out to our host today, RPG Limit Break. They do a lot of charity marathons and events, so make sure you're checking them out. If you haven't followed the channel already, please do. We appreciate them very much for allowing us to host some of our races here, because the schedule can get a little bit crowded. We can't quite get everything all the time on the DWR channel, so the fact that we have another place where we can take some races sometimes and help publicize their channel and the work they do as well is very good. So I'm glad we're able to have this partnership with them.
Much appreciated, everybody. GG's, everybody, and look forward to seeing everyone next week.
Well, GG's to all our runners once again. I believe we're going to be jumping over to raid Aaron 2U2. So as we get ready to do that, on behalf of myself and my fellow commentators, CyberDark86, along with Camion, our restreamer, our trackers RG365, and Shahali, I have been Bob Pineapple, MD. Have a great evening.
Good night, all, and see you tomorrow.